So I know y'all seen the clips going around and all the stuff that's going on with the T app. You know, it first initially started off with an app where females could kind of talk about guys they were dating, see if, you know, women were dating the same guys, you know, talking about the experience they had with that guy. If he was like a bad guy, they could get the gossip on that, you know. So recently I saw like there was a big exposure and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and pull up the news clip. But before we jump into that, I wanted to ask you guys, do you think like the T app is good for the dating market?
No. like the way how they shit on like on men, like no, it's counterintuitive.
Okay. What about you, Wally? You think it's good for the dating?
I mean, based upon everything that had transpired, I don't know how is it better for dating. I mean, maybe for women to know if they're not getting played out there, but other than that, honestly, the only thing I really want to say about this is the only reason the T app became a problem is because of women. Because again, I'm sorry, women, y'all love social media so much. This is why this shit hasn't transpired. It is all up to y'all.
Let me ask y'all one question, one more before we jump into what about like the guys version of the T app? Do y'all think that would be good for the data market?
I don't think so. No one gives a rat's ass because we ain't talking about nothing on social media. I mean, think about it. You really need a T app to talk about your drama on social media? Like females are already doing that either through Facebook, IG, or some other BS, one way or another. And it's like now y'all motherfucking made another one just solely for talking about, oh, you know, I went out with Darrell and, you know, this motherfucker was just not too and blah, blah, and blah, 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 blah. Most guys ain't going to waste their time on this. If anything, granted, you might say, yeah, you know what, let's put out a report. Like, you know, look, I went out with this chick, etc., etc. Hey, man, if you see her, don't deal with her. You might see something like that. But honestly, I don't think so guys will care.
Man, I got a different stance than y'all, though. I think the T app is actually, I'll say, good for dating. I get what you guys are saying. I'll say it's definitely for guys because I think we'll be a little more honest with it. So, like, if a guy was like, "Hey, man, so and so, she's trying to use guys for money," or, you know, she tried to stab me. So, you know, when people are doing the research, you know, like homegirl's crazy. I think guys gonna be more truthful with it. But I think on the female side, I think, like you guys said, I think it could get tricky with them. Because I think if they were honest, like guys, so somewhat, and not like petty, I think it would be good. But I think with them, the issue they might have is I could see a lot of females on the T app. Like if a guy don't like them and they get rejected, they be like, oh shit, I don't want no other females to have him either. So let me go out there and like throw some dirt on his name.
It's so subjective. I'm saying so subjective because it's like on one side you can say, "Oh, well, men are y'all just motherfucker just shouting down on this bitch. She probably ain't nothing crazy." I'm like, okay, go find out for yourself.
Because I do think like people should do some research on people, but the fact that you can't really vet the information out, that's where I could see the issue. I think guys won't just put stuff on somebody without it being a little bit valid, but I can't see some females throwing some dirt on some guy's name because they might just got rejected or something like that. Like, I don't want nobody else to.
Like I said, in today's modern time frame, the way how the spectrum is and everything, I think to some degree, I would think men would care in some form of senses to say, you know, look, and they just gonna put it out there like, I dealt with her, she was cool for a moment, but you know, as time go on, this was my my problem or my red flag that popped up for me or whatever it may be, and this is where I cut ties with her and whatnot for whatever reasons. But then you gotta ask yourself. But then here's the thing though, are you really gonna just go on to the T app and then report about one chick about just one red flag, or it's gonna be like something like over the top? So like that's what I'm saying. Like you have to really viable say like, what am I really getting on this app for, and what I'm really about to really say about this shit. Because if it ain't really nothing heavy, I ain't gonna waste my time.
Yeah, I think guys will be. It'll have to be something over the top, extreme, for a guy to put something in, because we typically don't leave reviews or none of that stuff. So ours would be like, hey, so and so, yeah, she tried to run me over in the car. Like, she tried to order like 20 pounds of steak, 20 steaks, 50 bottles of champagne. It's gonna be some stories of, that magnitude where like a guy would be like, oh shit, yeah, let me stay away from that. Like.
Yeah, and that's why I have like a little bit of pushback for anyone who thinks that the TI will be like, helpful for men, because you can say like, look, this person stabbed me a couple of times, have like multiple felonies, through her husband, like, off a 1 or 2 story, like, window or whatever. And guys, their first initial reaction and comments as well too will be like, well, I could save her, she just need the right guy to put on her so she could be saved.
So they could be talking about giving her grace, huh? Be like, well, she went to church, man, I'm gonna give her some grace.
But see, the farther you are, the more grace that you're gonna give her. And no matter what, like, even if you was really honest and you're trying to warn other guys, all it's gonna do is just attract the desperate like simps or whatever over to that particular woman because she looks pretty. I mean, look, the woman could pretty much like delete like look, I know like there's women on social media who deleted multiple men, and men are looking for to try to bail her out, and clean her up and rectify like her sins and stuff, wash away her sins. So the TI for men would definitely be useless if you're using that to try to warn women.
So M3, you saying like, if men put comments in there like bad ones about a female, guy's gonna go in there and be like, it could be like, hey, she done shot like 10 people, and they gonna be like, well, damn, she looked bad. Let me holler. They gonna ignore all the warnings and just be like, oh shit, she look kind of good. Yeah,
like let me be the 11th one to get shot up.
Damn, we pathetic. Damn, that was depressing, M3. But you're right. Yeah, the T app is bad for dating now that I think about it. Let me correct my thing. You was about to say something, Wally?
Nah, I mean, what was I about to say? No, because I was gonna just add like, and that's pretty much my main point, right? It's like amongst some of this is like you can sit here and say, okay, that was your troubles with her, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be everyone else's troubles, right? So as far as we're just talking about like on the minimal side, but like for everyone else, it's like everyone's gonna always think, well, you have those problems with her because that was you. Me on the other hand, it's gonna be a whole different notion. So it's like everyone is a different, puzzle piece of not knowing what you're really gonna get out of this person. Just because you dealt with this person, you got this, doesn't mean that I might get the same treatment, supposedly. So everyone thinking otherwise.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'll definitely be looking somebody up. If I was out in the dating market, I was single, I'd be like, shit, let me check this. If I saw some stuff, I'll definitely dodge them. So I mean, it'll work, but like you guys said, I mean, I don't think guys would actually put too much information in there anyways, because I think if we just have a bad experience, we typically would just move on. We're like, let me just get out of there. I want to block that memory, move on. But I think females, like, yeah, they definitely probably loaded up like, oh, he didn't pull my chair out. Oh, he didn't do this. So yeah, they because they write reviews and stuff. So I can see their side of the house. It'd be like, that motherfucker M3 ain't do this.
An app designed to let women safely discuss men they date has been hacked. The app T said today about 72,000 images have been leaked online, including pictures, photo IDs of users that were submitted during account verification process. Fox 26 photojournalist Chandler Watson spoke with a tech expert about it.
Yeah, let's talk tea. And no, not the refreshing summer drink. It's an app.
But at the end of the day, it's not their fault. At the end of the day, is the T app was breached.
A breach exposing around 72,000 images of women, including selfies and their IDs. The T app, which is designed to protect women in the new age dating world.
It's an app designed for women where they can share information about dates and the people that they're going out with.
They did just the opposite on Friday. According to the T-app's privacy policy, the selfies taken are deleted, quote, immediately following the completion of the verification process, end quote. And as bizarre as this sounds,
Well, it's not bizarre at all. We are experiencing lately data breaches everywhere because what's going on is hackers are trying to breach this type of data because they can start building profiles that can be sold to the dark web.
so why would a social engagement app require such identification?
The idea here is to make sure that you are who you say you are.
Torres then expressed how a breach like this is minute compared to the AT&T breach of April 2024, where 73 million former and current customers were affected. The T-app states that the data leaked belonged to users who signed up before February 2024. Still, Torres says to always be skeptical.
A data breach is a data breach, and that usually could lead to compromising identity.
And the most important message of all,
The first rule of cybersecurity is trust no one. Passwords are like brushes. You don't share them, and you change them every 3 months.
An app
Hold on, I got another video. But I wonder how much information, like, I know like somebody got a hold of them texts. There's definitely gonna be some lawsuits coming. Cause like if you was a guy and somebody was slandering you and say that they didn't put they were putting like false information out there and you got a hold of that. Oh,
Defamation.
hell yeah. So I wonder if some of them law cases is coming out.
I'm for sure like it's going to, because the person like and he's a hero, by the way. The hacker who hacked into like the T system and exploited where all like the bitter women lived at
On the edge.
into like a website. That was diabolical right there, and I think it's still up there to this day. So
he must have knew some chick was shitting on his name. He's like, look, I'm about to break in this. I'm about to expose this nonsense. But I mean, so what you got to put in? I wonder what the verification process is like. Because I mean, man, you got like you could damn near make up some shit, slap a wig on and stuff. But they probably need social security or date of birth and all that. Yeah, because I'm wondering.
I think they said pretty much your name, your ID, a selfie of yourself to make sure that you are who you say you are.
Okay.
Yeah, they said it a little bit in the video earlier.
yeah, it's like a video selfie, but here's the thing, right? Like whoever the hacker was, right? Even though it was a guy, the hacker could have like had like a sister or whatever who was willing to participate. So that could play like a factor into that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if somebody know like a female, like, and they could get on there and record some stuff. So yeah, nah. If I was somebody, I definitely wouldn't be putting no information about somebody else in there. Because yeah, unless you got like physical proof somebody did something and you loaded it up, you could be subject to like a lawsuit messing around these days. But let me go ahead. Let me play this one real quick.
We are spilling the tea on a new app aptly called Tea. It's where women only can post photos of men they're dating to summon input from other women.
All right, you guessed it. It's stirring up some major controversy. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack joins us live with the details to show a piece, I should say, very appropriate for The Edge. What's going on here?
Well, we all might learn something tonight, Roop and Amy. So if you have TikTok in the last couple of days, you might have been scrolling through and seen something about this Tea app. If you're like me, you're not really on TikTok. It's taking 20-year-old women and it's creating kind of a frenzy. You're able to post men that you're dating to, elicit input from other women. It's got a lot of guys scared. Take a look.
How would you characterize dating as a 22-year-old?
Honestly, it kind of sucks.
Out of that, an app was born. It's called Tea, as in spill the tea or gossip. It's got Gen Z in a chokehold, spreading as it does on TikTok.
Mama, we made it. Look at that.
Whoever keeps posting my husband on the Tea app needs to stop.
Guys, I'm trending on the Tea app. I'm trending on the Tea app.
There's actually a waiting list to get on this thing.
You pass a waiting list. You have to submit a picture of your face with an ID
to prove that you are a girl because no guys are allowed in the apps.
Emily, anonymous here and on the app, admittedly embarrassed, saying she's a frequent user. You can post photos of who you're dating to gauge other women's experiences with these men, so-called red and green flags. The reviews are rarely positive.
So it's kind of crazy. Like, both sides of the spectrum is really dictating my dating life now.
Emily says the T app seems to be particularly popular in Middle Eastern communities, especially Dearborn.
Oh, Dearborn men, how the T app has gotten under your skin.
All these guys are talking to, they're all like getting nervous, they're all freaking out, making TikToks about it.
It offers other services like background checks and catfish verification.
They're trying to find some type of way to up your reputation so bad.
I can see some areas where this could cause people some big problems.
Attorney William Barnwell says it's possible men getting posted have civil legal recourse. If the posts are affecting their work, family life, or reputation, defamation might apply.
Truth is an absolute defense to a defamation claim. So you can't just sue somebody because your feelings got hurt.
On the criminal side, there could be cause for electronic harassment or even stalking.
You can be saying something that is true, but it's being used in a way to constantly harass somebody, cyber harassment. There are laws that cover that.
He suggests to the ladies proceed with caution.
In people's outrage to want to out these bad people, it might be better sometimes just to walk away.
So we wanted to talk.
He said they better suck it up and learn how to take that rejection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dating is fucked up. I used to be like, man, the dating market ain't changed, but yeah, people could do market research on your ass nowadays. Yeah, this is getting crazy. Y'all in there? Are y'all in the date T app?
It's fine for women.
But I do wonder.
No, I'm saying anybody put y'all in there.
I would never know. And it's funny because before, like, I found out like a day before, like the T app had got breached. I remember like O'Shea was covering a video about that, and I was like, you know what? Like, I was thinking about like maybe I should try to figure out a way to try to join into a T app just to see, right? If I get some faces or whatever, right? Maybe use my girl to join on there or something. But I'm glad now because I'm like, man, I ain't trying to have like my driver's license shown like to the public and get exploited. So that's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder if you could like, like some females need to start a service where it's like, man, you could get like some chicks to like damn near big you up on a T app. Where they'd be like, man, I was just fucked up, but this was such a great guy. He's hung like a damn giraffe. He's just an amazing guy. Humor, man. I just did him dirty. So it's like, man, somebody might need to set up a service like that where they can like boost you up. I mess around, have like 50 chicks in there, be like, man, he's just such a. I ain't date him. We're just friends, but he's a amazing guy.
Here's his number. Give him a call or DM him.
Mm-hmm. But hold on, let's finish up this video.
The people that run this app, I reached out a couple of times in the last few days and no one has responded. Now, we did ask the attorney William there if maybe the app could be liable if these men try to take some sort of legal recourse. And the short answer is he didn't know. This is really uncharted territories, how liable these social media companies and these apps are. He did say, as this app gains popularity, he's probably going to be getting some phone calls. Reporting live, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
And as is the case with many stories you do, as it goes viral, I'm sure the folks with T would want to spill the tea on the questions that you have, because the question I have is, what happens if someone posts a really scandalous picture on there? I would imagine this opens it up to all kinds of trouble. What could happen next?
Yeah, Roop, that falls into sort of the criminal territory. That attorney we spoke to, he said that absolutely would be a so-called red flag for criminal activity. And that's something you wouldn't seek an attorney for necessarily. You'd go right to the police for something like that.
Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight on The Edge. Thank you.
Yeah, people better be careful with that. My thing is.
Yeah, so I have a question. Okay, wait. Two questions. The founder who created the app, that was a man who created the app for women?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely a sucker, right? And and Connor's definitely gonna hit him in the blue balls for sure.
Hey, you know how it be, man. This is like the TF is like another club, but for cyberspace.
Yeah.
He's another man that just getting the women.
That motherfucker winning though. What they say, they had a waiting list. Shit, you imagine on an app, you already got a waiting list. That cat just.
But that's what I'm saying. This is all women's fault. They did this. They did this to themselves. Cause literally, you could have did the same shit on Facebook. Just been like, Detroit dating, whatever. Boom, right? Set up a whole section right there on a group section, and just let anyone fly in, and then be like, "Oh, I dated this person, this and that." Boom, 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 boom. And did the same thing. You didn't have to go somewhere else. You literally right there. Like, this is why I'm laughing at these shit.
I want to check out the guys version though. I think guys, man, we got to step it up because we always so nonchalant with shit.
There is no guy version.
No, I think they got one. I know they was making a guys version, so I think guys got to step it up. If you single out here, be like, man, that chick broke. She got debt. She ain't shit. You know, guys we gotta start sharing more information because the females be on it. They was like, oh, word, like I'm uploading all these photos. So them dudes be sitting there with a photo with the female. They be like, oh yeah, he was trying to talk to me. So they over there connecting the dots, man. We be slow.
There is a guy version. It's T on her. That's the app.
Yeah, we need to start loading it up. Like, look, man.
See this is why I don't want to do this. This is
she got 2 baby daddies.
This is app for messiness. What the fuck out of here? I ain't doing this.
She was on the seasonal side of the menu when I took her ordering the expensive shit.
This is so crazy.
Yeah, guys, we gotta get our shit together, man. We always just like, nah, man, we don't need to do that. That's not manly. Man, we need that that market research. We needed that past performance. That. Now, I think this would be good for dating for guys. I think we do need to start sharing notes and actually stay away from the bad stuff. Like M3 was pointing out, like don't jump towards it.
Definitely share notes.
But yeah, I definitely think these apps they're gonna get sued because people gonna keep trying to hack them. So yeah, that's coming. So them lawyers, I know that lawyer was like, yeah, call me. He got his name out early. He was like, yeah, y'all hit me up.